Unrest and looting in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng will further discourage investor confidence and willingness to engage in any investment opportunities associated with South Africa. Currently, damage as a result of the unrest is estimated to be worth over 5 billion rands and counting. Now, let's discuss the impact of this on local businesses in which most of the time may not have insurance to cover the financial damage from the looting. We're now joined by Black Business Forum President Malusi Zondi. Mr. Zondi, thank you so much for your time. This was not the opportune time to have something like this. I mean, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Businesses have suffered immensely. Do we know at this stage what the impact on this latest unrest has been on the township economy?
Thank you very much. Greetings to the viewers. My name is Malusi Zondi, Black Business Federation President. We are affected in the township, I must say. Already as we speak currently, people who are poor can't even afford a bread. Currently, there are those who are taking chances. But of course, ours is to call for unity in these struggling times. A bread already is costing 30 rand. There are people currently who are owning saloons, garage, our mothers who are street vendors. They are nowhere to be found. Unfortunately, they were living with at least 200 rand per day, selling from the streets. And we are calling upon all our brothers and sisters to rest because we are banning our malls, of which we need to go to the malls and defend the malls because the poverty line is already striking up. That is the issue that we are faced with. Already there is war, there's battles because people are fighting over food. And I must say, the people who were looting, yes, we understand the poverty that we are faced with, and we are calling upon our government. Our government must take action. You see, we have seen young people who are graduates, some which we know from our communities, graduates going to the malls, doing all these kind of things. Yes, we may say sometimes it's looting, but people are hungry. People are hungry, people are unemployed. We must face that. And our government, we are calling upon our government to take action in this. Our government, we have never seen our government addressing specific issues like poverty and hunger, of which those are issues currently in South Africa we must be articulating. However, we are not saying people must do these wrong things. We are tired. Our mothers are struggling. Our fathers are struggling. Even those who are in lower classes in remote areas like Inanda, Mzinyati, and we have seen wars beginning at Phoenix, people destroying one another, going in, which we are saying that must come to an end. As Africa, we need to unite. Race, we can't say race. There are people who want to hijack this thing, who want to shoot and kill people from rural areas without a reason, simply because there is racial differences and there's grudges, which currently we see that are happening, and we cannot say it's because of looting for people to kill other races. So we are calling upon people to unite and let us make sure that our government does take action in this stance. Thank you.
I'd like to find out how your members are doing, but perhaps before I do that, maybe let's stick with the economy for a moment. Do you think the township economy can ever recover, taking into account that some of these businesses don't even have insurance, or some of the insurance is not even structured in the way in which they could ever recover?
No, already we've got at least 7 businesses, which it's clear they can't recover. It's impossible for them to recover because they were living with the minor profits that obviously they were getting per day. As I've made an example of the petrol stations, the saloons, our mothers, they can't recover. We've got businesses which they were starting, people, Black African businesses who were owning warehouses, some owning freight. They just banned all their trucks. They can't recover simply because some never had insurance and some elapsed because we are on the economic recovery stage, whereby we are even now affected by COVID-19. Hence, we are calling for South Africa to stop this looting now.
Now, you mentioned, that government is not doing enough for SMEs, and we know that SMEs contribute largely to the economy of this country. What do you think needs to be done? I mean, this is probably one of such opportunities where you have to sit down with government and state your case. What do you think? Where do you think the problem, first of all, lies within government, and also as the Black Business Council or Forum? What are you going to do about it?
We are challenging our president firstly. Our president, we have given attention to our president, our ministers, and also our MECs. Our government, it's an honest truth. We can't see our government in the ground telling people to stop this. They are leading, they are a ruling party. They must come down to the people. We must see them. They cannot lead from behind. Our president needs to address these issues. We have seen our president saying it's amongst ethnic groups, which currently people are saying, no. We will show our president. That's what is happening at the ground. Also, the president, we have seen him saying the videos that have been rotating, it's old videos, of which we are now seeing actual programs that are driving this violence, which our president needs to address specific issues and factual issues that we see. People are even vandalizing and banning, which is unnecessary. They are uneducated. We need to unite. We need our pastors to call upon workshops. Our government must come down. We need to have a meeting. We are open. We have made sure as young people, as business people, old and young, white, black or Indian, we need to unite and say enough is enough and challenge our government to give us a program of action. We need a clear program of action currently.
Now, talk to me about how your members are doing during this time, Mr. Zondi. You mentioned that 7 businesses already that you know of will never recover from this. We know that it's already a struggle as SMMEs to, manage even cash flow from a month-on-month basis. Talk to me about some of the things that you are seeing and witnessing on the ground as it relates to your members.
It's a shame. I must say it's a shame. We've seen our members in Gauteng defending Mamponya Mall, and they've been very clear that they will defend Mamponya Mall, for example, not limited to Mamponya. We've seen Mpumalanga and Wetbank, the business people who are owning franchises inside, they are saying we are going to defend. So we are calling upon unity again. But the reality and the facts of the matter is that South Africa is not only about business people. It's about young people who are unemployed, who need to be given an opportunity. It's about inequality that we want to see. Currently, our businesses are not doing well. As I've said, we are coming from coronavirus. We are still affected. There's economic recovery plans that we are currently embarking on program of actions. We were disturbed by this looting because economic development and tourism, they made a program of action to say, we want to see young people, women, people living with disability participating to the mainstream economy in a form of agribusiness, in a form of manufacturing. Government in different provinces have said we wish and we want to invest into small, medium, macro enterprises. But by the way we see things, that's why I'm saying it's impossible for people to recover. It will take another 3 to 4 months, and people currently will be starving. What about the babies that currently are short of the milk? What about people currently affected by the virus? Currently, we need medication, and all these prices have been banned. The tax shops in our own society, which gives food to our community, is affected. But again, the fact is that the people also are killing one another. It's going to be a violence which is going to escalate in different areas. So we need a program of action. We need to unite. The media must come to the township, and we must show the media what are the actual activities that are working. Currently, we have embarked on a cleaning campaign. We have mobilized people. We are saying there will be no xenophobic attack because some are instigating xenophobic attack unnecessarily so. So we need to unite South Africa. We need whites to open opportunities. There are those who are obviously closing gaps, including now. You will find long queues, and white people currently are saying, no. For you to come to our area, you need to provide something that will show that you are living here. So we are going back in long age times, which we don't need. We need to unite. This is a democratic dispensation in South Africa. We want to see small, medium, macro enterprises growing. But by the look of things, the looting has to end. Unless if we are continuing, we are going to see a severe poverty in our country.
All right, Mr. Zondi, thank you so much for your time here this afternoon. We really do appreciate it. That was Malusi Zondi. He's obviously the president of the Black Business Federation.